Okay, year 10. So you're on lesson 2 of this week's learning. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on a story called A Haunted House by Virginia Woolf. Now, after I've told you a little bit about the story, what you're going to need to do is open up the Google document that you were sent with this week's online learning and read the story. Now, it's really important you read the story before you start the Oak Academy lesson link, as the beginning of the Oak Academy lesson has a little quiz about the story. Now, in the Oak Academy lesson, it actually talks about previous lesson on a haunted house. You do not need to have done that lesson. That's really important. Everything in the lesson that we've given you on the Oak Academy is entirely separate to the first lesson. So when it talks about your understanding of the story, all you need is the information I'm going to give you now and to read the story. Now, when you open up the Google document, if you prefer to have someone reading it to you aloud, there is a little link and you can listen to me reading the story for you as well. So just a little bit of pre-knowledge before you start the story. It's quite an old story and it might seem a little bit trickier to understand than it is. Part of that is because it's supposed to be mysterious, because it is a ghost story. So in the story, the narrator, the person telling the story, the character telling the story, is describing a house where her and her partner live. And part of her description talks about strange sounds and ghostly happenings. There are apparently two ghosts. There are a couple who are, as ghosts, are searching for a mysterious thing around the house. And in the story, they talk about this mysterious thing being buried treasure. Now, you can't see the ghosts, but the character telling us the story can sense that they are there. The narrator imagines the ghostly couple standing over her when she sleeps and finally wakes up with the understanding that the buried treasure is the light in the heart. So, the buried treasure, the thing that the couple are looking for, is narrator's own love for her partner. Now, this sounds quite mysterious. You might be thinking, I don't really understand quite what Miss is saying about the end. That's okay. Okay. It's supposed to be mysterious. It's supposed to make you think. It's supposed to make you wonder. And the Oak Academy lesson will go into a little bit more detail. So make sure before you do the Oak Academy lesson that you go and open up that Virginia Woolf story and read it to yourself. And remember, if you want someone to read it for you, which is fine, lots of you have reader access, then click on the link and a little video will pop up of me reading it to you. Okay, good luck. For your work for the Oak Academy lesson, you've got a couple of choices. I've put an empty slide in this document that you can add your answers to, or if you prefer, you can use pen and paper and then take a photo of that and upload it to the classroom. As long as I can see evidence that you have done the Oak Academy lesson. The actual lesson is only about, well, it's about 15 minutes of recorded time, but obviously it stops and starts for you to do the activities as well. Okay, as always, message me if you need any help. Good luck, year 10.